Joining us live at this point on the broadcast is a special panel. Ambassador Deepak Vora, former diplomat, is live with us. We also have Dr. D.K. Gupta, CMD Felix Hospital, joining us live. Sumit Peer, political commentator, is live with us. Professor Madhav Nalapat, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian, is joining us live as well. You know, Dr. Gupta, come in here on of course, the fact that China has hidden this virus from the entire world is something we've known, but they've tried to make excuses, you know, that it's coming through cold storage, it's coming from abroad. It actually originated in Europe, it originated elsewhere. It was not through a lab, it was in a market, you know, in a wet market. There have been all sorts of theories being floated by China. Is it time now, sir, for once and for all a team of medical practitioners to be formed, scientists to be formed, an independent inquiry to be held on this issue? Is that the only way out, Dr. Gupta? So you can of course take that and also your opening comments on these Wuhan files.
Yes, I think we all know that a Chinese virus, that is COVID-19 virus, coronavirus, was isolated first from a Chinese market that was close to a very around 15 miles close to a lab that was developing one of the most dangerous viruses on this planet. There is a virology lab in Wuhan that is only 15 miles away, around 30 minutes drive from this lab. There is a market. From that market, that virus was first isolated. Means that this virus is one of the most dangerous, this lab is one of the most dangerous lab in the world, that they are doing genetic engineering, re-engineering on that virus. Most probably this was a biological weapon they were developing, and accidentally it leaked from one of their employees. They were got infected, and that got to travel to that market. From that market, it started travel to from that bat or pinging. It started transmitting from human to human. And there was so many proof, because even WHO was involved in this conspiracy of China. Initially, the cases started identifying from the month of October 2019, but they were not declared by the China. They were not declared by the WHO. They were all keeping it in dark. They were not telling higher authorities, or they were not telling international agencies. If they have informed at time, then it can be prevented, isolated, on that it can be cornered off from the rest of the world. They have distracted whole world. I think those the previous speaker had told about the loss of death and loss of people infected. This is only tip of iceberg. This is more than 20 or 30 times their loss of death and loss of infection, loss of like comorbidities or loss of people's life. That is several times more, because we don't document each and every death that is from corona or other disease. But we know that we have done several studies of zero conversion in Delhi only, and in other parts of India also, 30 to 40% zero conversion in there. It means till now, world's around 20 to 40% of population has been already infected. We have done less tests, therefore we cannot give an exact number how many patients have been infected from this virus, how many deaths have been happened from this, how many patients have been complicated because of this, how many patients have been shifted to ICU, and how many public has been lost their jobs, their welfare because of this pandemic. This is all man-made from China only, and I think this is the real time, not this. I think it should happen 6 months or 8 months back. There should be international justice of court of law. They should have done an inquiry by having a great committee that should involve WHO. They should involve all like secretaries of foreign affairs from all states. They will inquire like scientists, virologists, microbiologists, and even the judicial person, so that nobody can think in future to do or replicate these type of destructive things. Those can destruct whole globe or whole planet. That's my point. This is the right time. I think everybody knows. Europe knows. They have separate secrets of China well before, months before we are discussing on TV, media, that China here has done it, China is misleading, but because of China is supreme power now, nobody dare to blame them. A small country they are not daring to point out finger towards China. Only US was telling, or Europe, those big unions there. So that's the time that the big powers of world, they should unite and curtail this China growing things again in future like this. Therefore, this is the right time to take some action against China. First, we should do a good inquiry, a transparent inquiry involving all countries, so that we should know what truth was there. These are the small papers. I think if you dig out, then there will be a lot of information that has been hidden by this China and WHO also. Both are culprit. I think both should be given some punishment so that this thing never happen.